I guess we're supposed to barge in. I don't fucking know. Well, might as well. Yeah, there we go. The fucking heart. I decided to be assertive and quickly stepped into the room, throwing the door to the study wide open. Diana and James looked at me in surprise as I glared daggers at Diana. Vamos!
Well, well, little human. You're awfully nosy in business that doesn't concern you.
It does concern me.
Does it? I don't think a human would understand the importance of this affair.
You're asking him to leave to be someone he doesn't want to be. It's not happening.
Oh? And what makes you so sure about that?
Because I am the main character. Fucking smooches. Diana stared in shock at my exclamation. Was it not what she expected? I didn't care what she expected. I wasn't going to lose the man I had grown to love in the span of a week.
Love him?
It's been less than a week, actually, if I'm counting right, but probably can't trust my counting. Yes, I do. Diana's lips twitched, the edges curling into an amused smirk as she stared at me.
So what? A human's love isn't enough to understand the situation. A demon can never reciprocate human feeling.
To both of our surprise, however, James stepped forward and put an arm around me, pulling me close to his body.
I love her.
I mean, bro, like a few days ago, you were like, nah. So, I mean, gonna have to be a bit more convincing. But, sure! I saw the confidence Diana had shatter in her eyes as she stared at James. At his words. That's a weird sentence. I could see the struggle in her face to try and find some weakness in James. In me. In anything.
A demon love a human? Impossible.
It's only impossible because you don't have the capability to love. This woman has given so much to shelter me and my brothers and has given me her heart to cherish. I'd rather care for this woman for the rest of my days than spend an eternity on the demon throne. Especially if the queen is you.
Damn, son. Diana took a step back, physically feeling the sting of James' words in her chest. She had lost. I could see it in her eyes. Diana's eyes grew dull as she glared at me and James. It seemed almost uncharacteristic of her, yet it was something I wasn't surprised to see come from her face.
Very well. Fine. Valet.
And with that, Diana faded into the. She's fucking gone. James and I were then left alone, left with the silence of the room. Who's ready for sauce? I'm probably gonna fucking lose my mind again. I finally let out the air I was unconsciously holding in my chest, relaxing from the ordeal. James stepped to me and held me gently, surprising me.
Are you okay?
No, actually. You're fucking terrifying. I nodded in response, unable to speak so immediately after being surprised. James let out a sigh, relaxing in the embrace. I gently placed my hands around him, returning the embrace slightly. This is almost awkward writing. I could hear James' heartbeat. He held me close in his arms, and I felt safe beyond words.
I wasn't lying, you know.
Alright, well, hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. It wasn't a cliffhanger, Ace. I just went to go turn a light off I forgot to turn off earlier. Whew. I looked up at James, wondering what he meant by what he said. James smiled down at me, moving a strand of my hair from my face to look down at me.
I love you. I love every single fiber of you. Your mind, your body, your soul. You're quite possibly the most interesting woman I have ever met. You always find your way into my mind.
I stared wide-eyed, blushing like a maniac. Was this real? No way. This couldn't be real. Was James confessing to me? Confessing his love for me? James gently smiled and caressed my cheek. The warmth of his hand invited me to nuzzle into it, and I closed my eyes. This wasn't a dream. My heart was pounding to the point where I was sure James could hear it. James gently leaned in, closing his eyes. He stopped, however, remaining just a mere torturous inch away from my lips. He wanted me to show my feelings for him. He had left himself open for me to kiss him or leave him empty. The power I had was unbelievable. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Hold up. I feel like this is a trick. Smooch him. Bam! I loved him and wanted to give him exactly what he wanted. I gently leaned in, letting my lips finally touch him. Fucking... That's not a him, that's a his! But it's fine. James let out almost a pleasured purr against my lips before wrapping both of his arms around my waist, pulling me close to him. I moved my arms up and around his neck, feeling the kiss between us deepen to a heated height. You know what they say, heat rises, yeah? My chest was pounding, making me feel and see fireworks in my mind. James was everything I desired. He was the man I wanted, demon or not. It was all so supernatural, to fall in love with someone so quickly. Maybe it was the... What? Oh, I read that backwards. Maybe it was the sense magic I was thrown into. Maybe it was Cupid playing with my heart. Either way, I found myself melting at the thought of him being with me. I found myself combing my fingers through James's hair, making the man holding me softly tremble at my touch. He gently nibbled on my lower lip, asking me to deepen the kiss between us even further. I easily teased him before finally opening my... His tongue gently danced with mine as one of his hands slid up my back and cradled my head. He gently leaned my body back, making me cling to him as the heat of our kiss rose higher and higher. I think people are awake because I hear a cat jingling. But it could just be taking a bath. I don't know. I could also be going insane. I'm so suspicious. Anyway. Gently, though, James slowed the kiss down and pulled away, staring down at me. His eyes burned for me, wanting... What? What? His eyes burned for me, wanting me to melt and buckle in his arms. That is not a sentence. That is not words. That is not English. But I wouldn't have read it right if it was, would I? All right, melting time. James opened his mouth to speak, but as a very small blush ran along his cheeks, he was reduced to shy silence. I stared as he tried to find the words to say in my eyes. I knew exactly... Sorry, I burped. I knew exactly what he wanted. He didn't need energy, though. Right? Are you a thought?
No, I just...
I stared wide-eyed, feeling a blush on my cheeks grow. He didn't say anything more, but I knew what words would have followed if he continued. He a thought. I was stunned. Was I that appealing to him? Was his passion really that deep for me? I guess so. I mean, he's fucking scary. James gently lifted his head and kissed my forehead, losing the blush and finally being able to speak.
If you don't want to, we don't have to.
I could feel my mind go numb and purr at the idea. A moment with an incubus. He was a demon of sex. The purest form of lust and desire. My world would rock and I would enjoy every second of it. At the same time, I was indeed inexperienced. Diana wasn't wrong when she claimed me to be innocent. Did I want to give that innocence to him? Especially this early? I found myself forgetting the words yes and no. What could I say to him? I knew then what I wanted, but how to say it without breaking the moment. Seduce me! The cool thing about this game is you can get the true ending for any of the demon boys without hitting Seduce Me. You can say hold me, and you can still get their true ending, so you don't have to fuck them to get it. But fuck it. This is a Seduce Me stream. We're going for it. I couldn't believe the two words that came out of my mouth. It made the most sense to tell him yes. I'm sorry. I should have muted. I'm so sorry. Oh. This Dr. Pepper tastes weird. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's weird. Anyway, I needed him. I wanted him. Those two words must have made something in him finally break. I've never seen. I don't think I saw the sex scene for Eric's row. I don't remember. James quickly resumed the kiss with me, to which I eagerly kissed back and pulled him closer to my body. The heat inside of my chest was craving his touch, and I needed to deny any space between us. James lowered a hand and brought one of my legs around his waist as he lowered his other hand to my waist. Without breaking the kiss, I gripped to his shoulders and jumped off my feet. I don't know how, I'm not thinking about how they're doing these movements because I'm speaking and I'm memeing it up. But, I'm sure if you, are thinking about these movements, they probably don't make any sense because I just stopped mid whatever I was saying because I was like, that does not make sense, and I'm reading it over and I don't understand exactly what position this is that they're doing. I think I understand, but I also have no fucking idea. But we're gonna go for it. His touch kept raising my need for him higher and higher, bringing my mind to the desire that was buried in the back of my mind. James held me close, kissing me deep and making me moan against his lips. I could feel our bodies sink into the ground, noticing a gentle gold glow penetrate through my closed eyelids. Oh God. Do I want to know what the fuck this probably looks like? Oh! Fucking magic and shit. Before I could open my eyes, however, I felt our bodies fall into a familiar feeling bed with James landing on top of me. That does not look anything like him. Perspective shift. Love it. I stared up at James as he pulled his face slowly away from mine. Can he take the glasses off since we know he doesn't actually need them? Jesus! His eyes were almost glowing in the dark room, piercing into my soul and making me shiver with anticipation. That was probably actually like really fucking loud, but I had to do it. He effortlessly removed his gray sweater and red tie, leaving him in his tightly fitted white button-up over me. I could practically feel the heat of his skin through the thin fabric. However, as he held me, I could slightly feel the shiver of his hands. He was nervous? Oh my god, wait, what? Are we saying, wait, what? So we're both virgins. I'm shook. He wasn't going to show it. He wanted me to enjoy this moment, but was afraid of screwing up. His shivering hands showed me his emotions perfectly. I gently reached up and brought his head down, kissing him once again. I wanted him not to worry. Don't worry, honey, I'm a thought, too. The pleasure between us would be heavenly, and we'd go through it together. I closed my eyes and gave myself to James. My body, my mind, my soul, it all belonged to him as he held me. His body, his mind, his soul. It all belonged to me as I gave into his embrace. His kisses and fingers over my skin would forever engrave themselves into my memory as our passion rose through incredible heights. Our breaths and moans to each other equally sounded and echoed like a blissful chant we never wished to end. Now, he said that all the other guest rooms were on the other side of the house, right? Because I don't need those shenanigans. We kept moving, loving, feeling every inch of our bodies until we had enough, and I was enveloped in his embrace. Skin to skin, heartbeats matching, we held each other in the glow of the aftermath. I nuzzled my head under James's chin as he held me close.
I love you so much.
Sure you do. Yeah, same. I mean, totally. Just to hear those words come from James's mouth made my heart flutter. To hear me answer made my soul warm in glee. I could feel both of us sink into a peaceful sleep together. It was the best sleep I had had in days, and I was happy. I had love, and I had my happiness. My life was simply perfect. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring into James's bare chest. I blushed, but looked up to see James still sleeping. What a fucking loser. His sleeping face made me... Bro code, Ace, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? I don't even know if I want to know what that means. His sleeping face made me giggle softly, but the reality of the situation made my heart flutter. I couldn't believe it. I was lying next to a man I had grown to love with all of my heart. His warm embrace made me feel safe, and as the tender moment we just shared replayed in my head, I couldn't help but smile and snuggle into his chest further. Unconsciously, he held me tighter to his body, giving me more of his warmth. I didn't want to move, but then my core suddenly tightened and made me sit up without waking the man next to me. Felt my legs move and bring me to my balcony window, where I opened the glass and stepped out onto the patio. Are we naked? I stared wide-eyed at Diana? Fucking shit, man! Who sat cross-legged on the railing of my balcony with her glowing red eyes staring up on me. I opened my mouth to object, but Diana stopped me.
Before you get all huffy, I didn't come here to take your precious man away. By the way, how was it exactly? Demons are the best lovers, after all.
Glaring. What do you want, man?
Well, I just wanted to see how you truly feel. You know, without him around to influence you.
I mean, I feel like he's fucking terrifying and we probably shouldn't be engaged with him.
I'm giving you an opportunity to come clean about these feelings of yours and to give you your salvation.
What was Diana up to? This was beyond crazy. Nothing she had done made sense. Why was I still alive at this rate? What's keeping you from just killing me and taking them?
You are not worth my time.
Not worth your time? What are you, afraid something might happen? All at once, I felt my body being lifted into the air and moved over the past railings, leaving me with nothing but the ground below to threaten me with a collision death.
Oh, trust me, dear. I'm not afraid to kill you. I can drop you right now and leave your body to rot until the morning, when the boys would find you.
Naked and smashed on the pavement? That's a little fucked up, don't you think? I wanted to speak, but the thought of her letting go and letting me fall to my death scared my voice into silence. Diana then chuckled and willed my body back to the balcony, setting me down gently.
Alas, if I kill you, then the boys would never come with me willingly back to the demon world, and then I'd have to chase them all around the world, or kill them and drag them back, but then their father wouldn't be happy, and blah blah blah. Too much work.
Diana seemed very business-oriented, as if the boys were cargo more than men. It irked me, but she then smiled.
I'm giving you one chance to denounce your love for the demon in your bed, and let me take him and the other boys back to the demon world.
And why would I do that?
There are so many reasons why, actually. There's the reason that he's a demon and you're a human, so you two can never truly have a happily ever after. Then there's the reason that demons truly do not know how to love, despite what he may proclaim. The list goes on and on. The point is, if you give me the boys, I will promise you eternal happiness.
Eternal happiness.
That's right. I have the power to give you anything you desire. Power, men, women, money, fame. Name it, and it's yours. A demon never goes back on their word, and I have the power to obtain anything you wish. Our deal is our contract.
I could only stare in shock. This was a dream. It had to be. However, Diana smiled an almost genuine smile at me, shaking me to the reality of the situation. She would never smile like that.
Don't you wish to be free of your destiny? Your father constantly berating you to become the next CEO of your grandfather's company.
How did you... I was almost floored in surprise. How did Diana know all this? She was a succubus, sure, but how could she know anything beyond... fucking? She wasn't Damien! Diana chuckled and leaned back against her arms.
Just because I play with hearts and sex doesn't mean I don't know my way around the human mind. You happen to be an open book of information, but I digress. I can give you your freedom with ease. It'll be like you were always meant to have it. All I ask is that you hand over the boys. What do you say?
Was I seriously being given this choice? The man I loved for anything I wanted? A demon like Diana was powerful enough, maybe. But did I even want to consider giving him up? No. Don't need to say. She must have been crazier than I thought. I glared. No. Diana sighed and stood up onto the railing. What I wasn't expecting was her lifting me into the air. I tried to scream, but my voice suddenly became locked in silence. What was Diana doing? Diana made me float over her, and she smirked as we touched noses.
Well, if I can't return home with the boys, I might as well return home with the power to fight back.
Diana finally leaned in and kissed me. I shut my eyes, feeling the need to bite her lips, but finding no muscles in my face, listening to my mental commands. What did she do to me? I didn't want to enjoy it, but every single nerve in my body was flaring in excitement and pleasure as she kissed me. I felt my energy drain slowly, but forcefully from my body. Was she using her magic to force energy out of my body? Yeah, you kind of just said that. It seemed like forever, but finally, Diana pulled away from the kiss with a smile and a lick of her lips. She lowered me back onto the patio and chuckled. For some reason, even though nothing seemed to have changed, she looked stronger, powerful. It was almost like looking at a new Diana. Diana then stepped back off of the railing, making me catch my breath in my throat. Did she... I don't know how I read that so wrong. As she took another step away from me, she looked to be simply walking on the night air. She smirked at my sudden surprise.
May you never regret your choice, human. If you do, I'll happily come and take it away.
With a flick of her hair, Diana turned and walked away into the night, fading into the darkness like a shadow. I watched her fade away before looking back to the man in my bed. Did I make the right choice? Probably not. My heart gave a gentle thump, giving me my answer. See, we're having a heart attack. I did, and I will never regret it as long as I live. I walked back inside and gently crawled back into bed within the embrace of the safest arms I knew. I snuggled close to the warmth before closing my eyes. I was happy. The rest of the story can almost be passed over. With Diana gone, my life returned to normal with school and my friends not remembering what had happened. It was as if magic never even appeared in my world. One thing was for certain, however. James loved me, and I loved him just as much. God, we had promised our lives to each other, and nothing was going to take that away from us. Not even time itself. Isn't that adorable? Our love was so powerful, it practically overwhelmed me with joy every time I found and found fucking shit fucking close, and every morning. I'm so tired. How many hours left do we got? Oh my fucking god. I can't do math, but... Six and a half more hours. Oh my god. That's so much time. Ugh. God. I'm thinking about tapping out, guys. I'm not gonna lie. To think, a demon ex-prince in love with a human like me. It was unthinkable. Unbelievable. It was definitely not impossible. But it was true. The other boys decided to leave of their own accord. They knew that my future would only need James at my side, so they each decided to start their own lives in the human world. James was heartbroken at first, but understood that he had to let his brothers grow like he did. Besides, James had someone new to care for now. His brothers didn't need him now that he was caring for me. Felt bad as well for being closer to James than the others, but they reassured me I was okay and that they would remain nearby should I ever need them. I was happy for that. They made me promise, however, that I would love James for as long as we lived. I don't like this James route. It's weirdly creepy. But what of my future? Well, it was kind of made for me. Before I graduated, James decided to step into the light of the Anderson Toy Company and, with the help of his demon powers and leadership charisma, he managed to influence not only the entire board, but my father as well into letting him run for CEO. Because, it's like an election. And definitely not... Whatever. Fuck it. I was beyond shocked. How James managed to do all that was beyond me. But when the vote was called, James had taken over the company I was destined to have. He vowed to respect the wishes of the late CEO and help the company become an even grander one. For a demon, it was simple to make a company. fucking grand. I don't know why we keep fucking repeating shit in the same paragraph. My grandfather would have been proud to see how James helped it shine. With the CEO position filled, my father had no choice but to let me decide my future, which made me happy beyond compare. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my life on my own. The broccoli bowl, oh my god, it's just sitting across the room staring at me. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help James build the company? Did I want to venture off on my own? James reassured me that he would support me and help me through whatever I decided to do. Hold on. Promising that I came first before the company he had come to reign over. I was grateful and would never forget that promise. I was happy and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. One night, a good couple of years after the boys and I had met, I had a moment to myself, so I sat in my room and took in all that had happened as if it were all a dream. The demons, the devils, the magic. It was all surreal to believe. It almost frightened me to think that it could have been a dream. But the warm feeling in my heart reminded, fucking Christ, I can't read, I'm so tired. It was all real. The demons, the magic, the love I had, all real. I smiled as I held my hands to my chest, relishing in the feelings dancing within my soul.
Are you okay?
No. I'm so fucking tired, man. Oh my god, this was a dumb idea. I looked up from my lap to see James standing at the doorway, cross-armed with a playfully raised eyebrow. I smiled and blushed a bit. Yeah, I'm fine. I was just remembering how we met and how you fucking have glasses even though you don't need them.
Were you now?
Yeah, and I wouldn't, well, I mean, I'd probably change a few things, but I wouldn't change anything. James smiled and walked over to me, gently taking my hands and kissing over the knuckles sweetly.
Come, I have a surprise for you.
Is it you taking off your glasses because you don't fucking need them? I raised an eyebrow. A surprise? What the heck was he plotting? James simply chuckled and kissed my forehead.
I promise you'll love it.
Yeah, okay. Deciding to go along with it, I nodded and stood up. James gently took my arm under his and led me out of my bedroom. I stared in shock at the path of golden rose petals lining the floor, creating a pathway from my door. James led me down the golden rose path as if this was all a part of his plan. I mean, it probably was. That's probably why he did it. James, what is this? James didn't answer. He continued to lead me down the stairs of the lobby, where the path wound into the dining room. I stared in shock as I saw the table set with candles and a large bouquet of golden roses decorating the middle. James, I feel sort of underdressed, you know?
There's nothing wrong with how you look now. You're beautiful no matter what clothes you are in.
Well, duh, but that's not for you to decide. I couldn't help but let a red blush paint my face, making James chuckle once again. He led me to my seat, where I was greeted with a plate of, oh, nasty! I don't want your nasty shrimp pesto. I'm guessing you have to like his shrimp pesto to get his true ending.
Remember what that is?
What do you mean, remember? Are you telling me you haven't made it in the past, 3 years? James laughed and smiled. I smiled back up at him, feeling nostalgia run over my heart. No, it's nasty. You made it when we first met, and it was disgusting, and I hated it.
Well, it was more than that we had to apologize for, but that was the gist of it, yes.
It's supposed to be gist. Jest, it means it's a joke. Fucking writers. How could I forget? What's this all about? James gently bent forward and kissed my forehead sweetly, making me giggle slightly.
You are such a wonderful woman. I can't believe that I can love someone this much. You have changed my whole world, and now you have become my everything. I practically get scared waking up every morning in case this is all just a blissful dream.
James. Before I could speak further, James gently placed his fingertips. Finger fucking shit. Fucking Christ. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I can't fucking read. I'm so fucking tired. We still have to go for another 6.5 hours. And I'm losing it, man. Caressing the cheek. Nuzzling into his hand. Warmth against the cheek. Next line.
I will never stop loving you. No matter what comes our way, I promise to be there for you as long as time keeps moving. I want to be yours forever.
Does not look anything like him. I love it. Before I could realize what was going on, James slowly got down on one knee beside me and took out a small black box. He lifted the top to reveal a beautiful ring with a purple gem crowned with gold and purple embellishments, whatever. I stared, my mind instantly freezing in surprise at the sight. I felt my eyes water at the immense feeling bursting inside my chest.
Will you, Miss Anderson?
Smacky Anderson. Smacky Anderson. I was speechless. Wait a minute, I'm trying to contain my anger, hold on. I was speechless. I felt myself break and start to weep in joy. Was this happening? This had to be a dream. I mentally begged every single deity in the sky to never wake me up if that was the case. I fought my tears, trying to speak to answer his question. I didn't want to leave him in the dark, and I didn't want him to be on the ground for long. Yeah, man! I stood up, crying and jumping in joy as James smiled the biggest smile I had ever seen on his face and slid the ring onto my ring finger. As it finally ended its upward journey at the crevice of my finger, James stood up and took me into his arms. I can't read. I had gained the heart of a demon. No, of a man! I loved. I vowed to cherish him and love him for the remainder of my days and beyond. Could a demon love a human forever? I knew James would. And that was my happily ever after. New password unlocked. Demon War. I've already gotten that password. I'm so mad. I've only been able to get... I got Eric's true ending right the first try. I got James's root right the first try. But for all the characters I actually wanted to get the freaking true ending of, Diana, Matthew, Andrew, I can't seem to get them right. I'm gonna eat my broccoli bowl while this plays.
Choices that you made. Go on, chase the morning with your heart. The worst is over now. You're moving on. 'Cause in the end, when your story's over, then you'll love the path you've walked on all let your fingers touch the sky. Your journey's far from over. There's a million stories left to write. Be free to explore the life you seek, to embrace the love you carry. Know the choices that you made were right. Take over your life. Soon you will see that you are free. Take the future in your hands now. It's in your sight. time to start. Your path is clearer now, urging you on. Don't be afraid, all the fear inside will fade. The trials that you face will make you strong. Fly high, feel the wind blow as you fly. Your journey's not yet over. There's 100 battles left to fight. Be free to be who you want to be. Love, you have just one life only. Know the choices that you make are right. Let your fingers touch the sky. Your journey's far from over. There's a million stories left to write. Be free to explore the life you seek, to embrace the love you carry. Know the choices that you made were right.
Alright. Well. Oh, this broccoli bowl is so good, even when it's cold. Not as good, but it's still damn great. Let's do some of the bloopers, because these are actually really enjoyable.
This is Jonah, Michaela, did these lines. I'm Damien. Probably should go get a green apple. Hold on.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like barnyard... Like at the Barnyard Restaurant and Grill, where you can get the finest pig knuckles you've ever eaten. Oh my god, they're so good! Howdy shucks, y'all! Fuck!
Said, what are you laughing at? You dick. Shut up! We're not funny, we're hungry! Hungry for that vampire blood. Well, in this case, human... Sexual urges.
Well, we're glad that you made that.
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine. If you know what I'm saying. I can't get this inflection. Why can't I speak English?
Have a good night. Yeah, I need water. Have a. I also need tea.
I fucking love these.
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man. Oh my god, I'm getting way too Dragon Ball Z up in here. Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man. Come on, man. No. That we'll save that for Dragon Ball Absol. Morning. You aight? You aight? You aight, son? Yo, I just picked up these cool No, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna make Sam into a gangster. Yo, what up, B-boy? My name is Sam, and I'm ready for some ham. Whoa! Can you pass that fucking ham, Pam? Cause I swear, I'm ready to go. BAM! I don't know, I can't spit rhyme. Anyway.
Damn it, Sam, you've gotten so full of yourself!
You're gelling. You're gelling. That's right. Fucking. I don't know why. When I think of yelling, I think of yellow. Or jello. Jello, 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 jello. Why are you gelling?
Hello to you too. That's funny.
Voice actor's best tool.
It's our
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon. I feel like Eric is getting more Tamaki as the story goes. Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon. Not quite. No? Okay.
Some good stuff in there, Michaela. Some good stuff.
Eric with the dining room. Oh, wait, that's narration. That's not my line. There's a line.
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we just hang out and... Well, we wanted to see how our friend... Well, we wanted to see...
Oh. Oh, look! Wait, oh, that's totally the wrong line. What the... Sorry.
I'm going to make a batch of strawberry... Our pronunciation.
This isn't supposed to be fun, okay? It's actually supposed to be where I can see the damn line so I can read it to you, but I can't because the goddamn fucking line goes to the next page.
The entire board from Anderson Toys is coming tonight. Even the vice chairman says... to become CEO. CEO. CEO of the company. I don't want to hear it. Do not become friendly with him. He is an asshole, and I hate him.
I hoped you would, you piece of spaghetti. I can't wait to just slurp you up. Yummy. I don't fucking know.
We should have stopped him and finished him here. Finished it here. Oh my god, I can't read. Come on!
Despite us not being human, we are very different creatures. I know.
Devils follow orders from higher-ups in their order, and their power only comes from their connection to hell. Demons all have free will and don't require... Devils follow higher... Fuck!
Devils, however, come from one of the 7 circles of a place humans know as hell. I think I stepped over myself. Ha!
Oh, excuse me. That was attractive, huh?
What the fuck? Okay. Alright, that's it for House Party! Yeah!
And I'm good. I did it. I did your lines. I hope you enjoy, and if you don't, well, I hate you. I hate you so much. But no, seriously, if you need any redos, let me know.
End.
I believe that was my last line. Okay. I hope that all works out for you. Let me know if you want me to redo anything. Bye!
Okay, bye!
This is Jonah, Michaela, did these lines.
It just
Damien.
re-loops. Does
Probably
it?
should go get a green apple. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it
Still,
loops.
that's no excuse for...
Yeah, it loops. That's terrible that it loops. Those were great. I fucking love bloopers. We'll watch the next bloopers as well.
Hey, Michaela, it's Jonah. Green apple again. I'm gonna swallow this before I start. It's getting kind of brown. It's old. But here I go.
Hello, princess. Okay, now. Okay.
I'll be by your side. Always. That was shitty. Great first line of the day. Oh, babe.
I lost sight of him, but I quickly found him and cornered him in... I lost sight of him, but I quickly found him and cornered him in...
Excuse me, I feel like there's a burp coming on, but it's not. It's like there. It's like, I'm coming up to get you, but then it's like, no. It's just lies.
Demons and humans are very different when it comes to belching.
However, I didn't expect the human world to be so pretty. I'm not talking about you or anything. You baka.
Good game, everyone. but mostly me because I win. Okay, don't use that one.
My mom, though, hates sharing, so I distracted her with toys. How does he know what toys are like if he's from a demon fucking hell world?
This is why we have a mind-altering ability called Gios to convince people to kill the Japanese.
Okay, this apple's a little better. Still kind of a mealy, but it's doing its job.
This parrot. Voice crack! Oh my god, that was the worst one yet. Okay, I'm trying to yell because she's on a bike, but blah.
We have no power or moral consciousness. And we also get the power of the Triforce.
Whatever.
It was an empty excitement, of course, but it was still something that bonded us all together. Why am I going all together? Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Gaming voice, angry. I don't know how to do it. I scream and screech really high pitched when I play games. Like, oh my god, whenever I play with my brothers, I'm like, no! Just screeching. I can't do that for Suzu. So, if what I did doesn't work, I can try something else.
Let's turn that back down. Now we're back down to this. Where's my next line? A lot of narration. Still in less mode. Oh, nope. Turn the mic back on. Turn the mic back up.
If you are in any danger, call my name, and my phone will go off. And then I'll know that you called me, because you better leave a voicemail, bitch.
Ignore the mouse clicks in the background. Ignore them.
Keep going. Oh, snap. There's how much time we spent making out. There's a lot of stuff going. Feel to fucking let out another sound. Oh, man. I think something sketchy's happening here.
My true name isn't Damien. Oh god. My true name. Fuck, I did it again. My true name. Damn it. Take two.
If you're in any danger, if you're by a ginger, I'll fight him off.
Ah, no, my apple fell. I have to take 5. My apple's all hairy. Oh god. We need to resuscitate it. Oh, someone get the caramel.
He calls me a man whore. You're a man whore, James. James Brown Jr.
You gotta regain your...
So that's what happens to me. Well, that's messed up, man.
It will be good to have some rest without devils bringing... I keep saying bringing. Bringing the party? Yeah!
Good. I planned the Diana, what the fuck are you doing?
And I want to thank you so much for... And I want to thank you for letting us... God, come on.
Can we stay here? Please? I really hope the recording did not pick up my stomach fucking rumbling! Anyway.
Where's my line? Where's my line? Okay. There's my line. One out of, like, what, 300? Fuck my life.
Hey, Michaela, it's Jonah. Green apple again. I'm gonna swallow this before I start.
And it looped!
It's getting kind of brown.
Oh, love some good bloopers. Alright, what have we not done in the gallery? We're still missing 2 things for the main character. I know one of them has to be the chaos ending, but I don't know what the other one could possibly be. I'm like thinking of all the different like events in the game, and I can't think of what this one is. These are 3 different bad endings to my knowledge. Like, I know this one is if you let Maglux kill you. This one is if things go wrong with a Diana route. And this is if not in a Diana route, but when she, says she'll either kill you or, give up your memories or whatever. This is if she kills you. But I don't know what one of these is. One of them has to be the chaos ending. So that's easy. But man, that's gonna bother me for a long freaking time. It might be something where I have to unlock every single route to get it. I don't know. I don't want to look it up. Wow. Okay, we've done James. Still haven't done Naomi. Obviously oh, it was shower sex. I did not know that. Now I do. Suzu, we haven't done anything for her. We're never gonna complete this. For Maddie. Wow, I haven't even gotten this point? Jesus. God, I've tried to get his true freaking ending 3 times. Just suck at it, apparently. Obviously, we just conquered Andrew. That's a weird phrase. I don't want to say that. I'm scared to do Damien's. I'm sorry, but he's too sad. And obviously, we've done Diana. God, that's a terrible image. This is like a terrible, like, perspective. God, I am so tired. Oh my god, I'm so freaking tired. I mean, I guess we could take break early. I was trying to, like, see extras and stuff until normal break time. Because rather we start a route in this game. Which I think I want to do a full chaos route. Because that'll be fun. And probably faster. Than, like, doing a romance route. I don't even know what I was saying. But it'll be different. Because it's not romance. But we won't be being a goody-goody like we have the past 2 routes for this run. So, I think I might do that instead of booting up Seduce Me 2. Because I really did not like Diana's route. So, I don't know, I just don't think the routes with the boys is going to be any better. God, this broccoli bowl is so good. I don't know. I think going for the chaos ending's probably the best bet. But we're just going to take break a little bit earlier here since I can't think of anything else we could possibly do for the next 10 minutes other than you listening to me eat my broccoli bowl, but come now. Alright. It is time to get up, stretch, have a drink, have a snack, pet your pets for me, and do all those awesome things you can do in 20 minutes because I will be back soon.